So, have we really come to this? Have we really? There was a time back in history where things were more dignified and things were more tedious and boring, which kids didn't want to have anything to do with it. Except if you were a college student, you might consider it. I'm talking about days like this. This was the Kennedy Nixon debate. There was no name calling. Everybody, everybody respected the rules. Everybody had their time limits, and there was no problems. There was before this was the first televised debate, and it was interesting if you understood American politics. It was like this, and there was dignity. Nixon forgot to shave, and he looked like some hobo, but he had clean suit and tie on, and he sweated a lot. But that's all you could say about it. But he was knowledgeable. He had all the information he needed to contrast with the Kennedy's centrist views on America. He was more, Nixon was more paleo conservative than Kennedy. Kennedy was a little left of center. And that was it. It was in black and white, and it was dignified, and that was it. Everybody thought most presidential debates were a boring affair. then then we come to this. We've come to this. The most pathetic debate in the history of mankind. On your left, you had a pathological, mentally ill, ranting or raving liar, pathological liar. He made everything up. He had the lamest excuses. What I like about Trump, though, is he has illusions of grandeur, which most people who suffer from narcissism do. This is the never happened before. This is something new. No, so many people think I'm wonderful. Blah blah blah. This is typical used car salesman technique. You want a new engine? We'll get one in 2 weeks. You're so lucky. This is the best car anybody. And let me tell you, nobody else has this car. It was like that. It's like that. He's a liar, a bad salesman, and he's sick in the head. Now to the right, we have an old politician, an old one. He was our last. He was the last. No, he was Obama's vice president for 8 years. And he's just like Eisenhower and Nixon. He's like right of center. He's a little liberalish, but he's for the ruling class. When he says the economy is doing great, what he really means is the rich people. But he's getting on in years. Dementia, senility is setting in. So America, you have two choices. Yes, you do. You have two choices. The mentally ill guy to the left, or the guy's on the verge of dying of natural causes any minute by now. But you see, they came with a secret deal, the Republicans and Democrats. They said, okay, you had him for about 4 years. We'll let you have the other guy for 4 years. That's Trump. And he's going to win. He's going to win. So, how do you feel about that? The 1% of this country chooses the presidents you serve under. Should I say serve? But it's like Hindenburg versus Hitler for chancellor. So even if Biden does win, which I doubt it, he will, in the middle of his term, he will die. He will have to resign or go to a hospital or go to a old folks home, senior home. He won't even recognize his own wife, which some people say it's a blessing, but that's another conversation. What you saw last night, if some of you didn't bother to watch, you didn't miss anything. It was heavily restricted time. And if anybody spoke over time, they were worried about Trump is going to start yelling and interrupting. So they had to turn off the microphone, like I could do right now. It's back on. And it did work, but what they could not stop is Trump getting off topic. He had 3 points, three talking points: the border, crime, and misuse of money, of government money. But the monitors would ask him a question, and he start answering. Then he go left field and turn something to a total different subject. He also is a king of Gish Gallop. Those who don't know, Gish Gallop means you get up there and you make 8-10 points in a matter of a minute, and nobody can refute you. Oh, education's bad, war is bad, and pollution, I don't care. And how are you supposed to retort to that? You can't. So Biden was up there, and he looked like he was on death's door. He was going. Sometimes you have a crooked smile if Trump says something idiotic. And you go, the idea of this, and the idea of that. The guy had a cold. He's not going to win, people. He's just damn too old. So is Trump. He still, if Trump wins, he still would be the oldest president in history. When Ronald Reagan quit, he was 77 years old. When LBJ quit, he was 66 years old. But when Trump quits, he'll be the same age as Biden. Now, we should have age limitations. You have to be 35 to run for president. But there's no limitations. You could be 3,000 years old. There should be a constitutional amendment saying nobody over the age of 65 can run for president. But they won't do it because they're useful idiots. All of them. And you people are going to think, after 4 years, you think you dimwits would learn that Trump was a shitty president. But you didn't learn that. All you care is about who's going to win. The white power and the Christian nation and If you think that's all America is, you shouldn't even be American. You should go to Canada, cut some lumber, or go to Mexico and harvest some marijuana. But no, Trump is going to win. And whose fault it is? Mostly you, America. Mostly you. You let this happen. So good. And you know what? I don't give a shit. If this country does go fascist, I would be laughing my ass off. Because you're so spoiled. You've never been under fascism. You think political correctness is bad? You wish we were politically correct. You'd rather be woke and have pronouns and stuff than be under a Christian fascist state. That means if you get caught masturbating, you go to the re-education camp, a Christian re-education, a Jesus camp they call it. If that's the way you want to live, fine. You can have your little white little Christian country. I want nothing to do with it. I'll just mind my own business. If they want to kill me, so be it. I'm almost to the age where life expectancy takes hold. About 2 more years. All right. Unless a miracle happens this next 4 months. Huh? Huh?